way, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, one and all, and welcome to another edition of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, and we have a special guest tonight and also have a cast of thousands. But first, let me go ahead and bring out our special guest tonight. I met this young man on a new service called Podmatch, and I think it's a very good service. It puts people, podcasts, guests together. Mason reached out and he wanted to come on, and we have him right here. So Mason, my friend, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well. So yeah, thanks for having me. Podmatch is interesting. I've been on several radio shows, live streams, and podcasts. So it kind of just combines everything in one.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's a very interesting service, and I'm really liking it a lot. Go ahead and tell us a little, while we have you, before we get started, tell us a little bit more about your podcast.
So my podcast is actually MC Anime Podcast. It was started about 2 years ago. It was a re-edition of my blog, and I just carried it over. Did some live streams, didn't really work. Podcast stuck, and we cover anime, geek culture, Japanese aesthetics, and Asian studies.
There we go. There we go. All right. You guys make sure we'll get all your info at the end so people can check you guys out. Let me go ahead and move on to the rest of the crew. We have another guest tonight. Yeah, he is my son, my eldest son, my firstborn son. Happy to have him here tonight. Hunter, what's going on?
What's up, y'all? It's been a long time, but I'm glad to be back.
Oh my goodness. Next, we have the comic book expert. This man knows more about comics than I will ever know. Remember my man in Tyler. Tyler, what's up?
Hey, I'm happy to be here for another round of the Gauntlet.
There we go. There we go. And last but certainly not least, this gentleman has been with me for umpteenth years, helping me with various shows, including this one, of course. My man Shaw. Shaw, what's up?
What's up? How y'all doing tonight?
Let me tell y'all something real quick about Shaw. Let me tell y'all real quick. We have a following over in Bangladesh because of Shaw. I took a look at the numbers, and we are like 28% in viewership of the podcast or listenership of the podcast in Bangladesh because of Shaw. So shout out to my man. He's bringing his whole cohort. So he's bringing everybody with him. So shout out to my man Shaw. Uh-oh. I don't know if I need. Oh, is he wearing a Flash shirt? Oh, and a Flash hat. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring this man on. He is the Twitter or X overlord. Remember my man Ambrose in. What's up, man?
How creatively bankrupt are we this week, Will?
I don't know. You did call you the overlord of X/Twitter. I mean,
the overlord.
Well, if we need money, if we're getting a lot of views over there in Bangladesh, I mean, do we need to find out what we need to advertise over there? Is there like a company we need to partner with?
Yeah, we need to partner with somebody in Bangladesh, man. Shaw, you need to make that happen, bro. For real. You need to make that happen.
Well, if you have a good audience base, hey, go for it.
Yeah, reach out, man. You never know.
This has been sponsored by, and hold up the chocolate bar. This
or Shaw's policy from Bangladesh coming to you live.
There you go.
Does Bangladesh have casinos? Because we should just do a live stream from there.
I mean, that wouldn't be so bad.
So we're going to fly over.
I mean, let's all fly over, lose all our money at the casinos, and become international celebrities.
There you go. That worked for me.
The Gauntlet International.
That'll work for me.
Let's go.
I don't know how D Green will fill up about us over there gambling under the Geek News Down umbrella, but
Yeah, I don't represent GNN, so I can do what I want.
Hey, I did some poker, so I could definitely have some fun time with that.
There we go. You definitely have some good time over there. Definitely have some good times.
After the show's like, we're good. We're all clear.
We're definitely gonna bring some Texas Hold'em in, play some poker, get some serious gaming.
There we go. Andrew, appreciate you coming through on the stream, man. Appreciate that. All right, we got a lot to go ahead and cover. So let's go ahead and get started. We can go ahead and start with the news and topics. But first, I'm going to do this. All right, so I'll go ahead and take it away, my friend.
All right. Well,
sure, go ahead.
I'll say every time you do that news thing, I just want to like have the camera at a different angle. Back. Well, tonight, thank you for tuning in.
Exactly. Breaking news on the Geek Gauntlet today.
Here you go.
Walter Cronkite.
How many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop? We'll find out tonight on the Gauntlet.
Well, may never know.
Oh man, that'd be crazy as hell. Oh, that'd be funny to do. All right, go ahead, Sean.
All right, so first off, we got a bunch of Avatar: The Last Airbender news for the live action. We got a little bit
Speaking of creatively bankrupt.
Go ahead, Sean.
Listen up. So first up, there's going to be mention of Zoltan's Comet, but not that it'll be a year. They're leaving room for a time jump because the actors are growing up. Or for instance, the actor playing Aang was cast at 11. He's now 14. So, if you had it be only 11, he'd be 18 by the time the last season drops at worst case scenario.
Makes sense.
Yeah. We also got there was some talk about the Sokka character that he's gonna his sexism stuff is gonna be cut down or changed a bit. To my understanding from a source, what's gonna happen, everything's gonna be kept the same. It's that what he's gonna say is gonna be different. So everything that's still the same.
There's probably just lines that are slightly hard to do in live action.
I don't know. I saw the trailer. It's just like we only had one bad repeat, and then we have another live action attempt.
But was Sokka really that sexist though? I mean, it was more
it was a character arc. He was an immature kid and he grew up. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they need to play that. But I mean, we're living in the era of the modern audience and everyone has modern audience syndrome. So
but guess what? Modern audiences don't know what they want. And
I know. I agree.
Modern audiences
they nitpick everything.
They don't know what you want until you tell them.
Yeah, they do.
Well, how are you supposed to cater to what planet A is going to have for planet B if planet A rejects planet B?
Well, at this point, I say when it comes to any news like this, you got to take it with a grain of salt because as far as we know, this thing could have blown up from simply there could have been one line change. Like maybe there was one line that they were going to change. Like, maybe that's a bit sexist. Let's just change that one line. And then it's like, we're changing the whole character because it just got leaked that they changed that one line. We don't really know until it comes out. And so
I don't know because the creators walked off the set.
Sure, and they want
nothing to do with this show.
They didn't walk off the set. They left because of some creative differences. And I'm told from the same source that apparently they left because they wanted to change things that the fans wouldn't have liked. Because they don't like doing things over. That's why Legend of Korra was so different. So
and the creator of Cowboy Bebop left because he just thought they had it under control and he fully supported them. So I mean,
completely different people.
But Cowboy Bebop was a better live action attempt than what Avatar is doing in this TV show.
Well,
just because it has some cosplay and other features, it wasn't a bad attempt. It was okay.
I mean,
this I don't know. This kind of looks kind of cringe.
It's mixed because I have a lot of friends that really liked the Cowboy Bebop adaptation. they lost me. They lost me with Faye, and it's not even because of the costume. It's just the character herself. It just wasn't Faye Valentine. I mean, that last episode, the last episode where she shouts "Welcome to the Ouch Mofo." I mean, like, come on, really? That's Faye? That's something Faye would do? Like, come on, that was cringeworthy. Like,
yeah,
and then,
like a 6 out of 10.
And then, like, the Ed thing at the end of at the end of what thankfully was the series, I was like, oh my God, if I have to go through 8 episodes of that character, like, I'm going to, that was 1 minute of straight, like, what the hell is this? Like, I haven't dropped LSD in years, and I feel like I'm just having a bad trip.
Yeah, the implication of the characters was a little jarring a little bit.
At least Yu Yu Hakusho has been better.
I said, just go watch Firefly. That'll give you the same thing.
Did you just say watch Firefly?
Yeah, I did.
You know, there's no payoff after
Firefly?
Right?
You don't like Firefly? Wow.
That's a throwback.
So you don't like space westerns? Come on.
Serious throwback.
That's a throwback, definitely.
Serious throwback. Oh my God.
It's a throwback with an unsatisfying conclusion. I can't do that.
Hey, we got Serenity. That was something.
Jesus Christ, if we're going by my chronological timeline, that was like 150 pounds ago.
What? So you shed another 150 in between?
No, I gained it.
Oh, shit. I guess you ate so much.
We were all miserable when it ended, so we
oh my God.
All right, next
All
up.
right, let's move on. Go ahead, move on, show.
Yeah, next up. Apparently the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot is still in development, says Dolly Parton. Wait, did we talk about that last week?
I think we did.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
And it still blows my mind that Dolly Parton is involved with this project, but
That's
She
what I'm
might be a
saying.
fan. She's
Well,
just like,
okay,
here's the
well,
money.
She was an uncredited producer in the show.
Yeah, she wasn't
Was
an
she?
uncredited producer. Her production company produced
Yeah,
the first produced Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Just like
I mean-
outright.
I'm not for it. I love Dolly Parton. I mean, but I can imagine her on set being like, nah, sugar, you're getting the stabbing motion all wrong. You got to put your wrist into it, huh? You gotta just throw it in there.
Dolly was the original player. I mean,
That's a timeline we can go down.
What?
Because you got to find out what she was doing after 9 to 5. So when 9 to 5 ends, that's what she did.
Exactly. Was she a vampire slayer? Was she a vampire? Who knows?
One?
Under the cover of sending underprivileged children books every month, she slays vampires.
I mean, 9 to 5, she sings, and then 5 before, she's just hunting some vampires while getting some good lyrics together.
Yeah, she's like, beat it, Jane Fonda. I got to go kill some vampires.
She was on a team with Betty White. They slayed vampires.
Damn, he done brought Betty White into this. Damn.
Whoa, okay.
No, Betty White is a one-person team. She works with nobody.
Yeah, Betty White. She's the queen of her own film career.
She'd be like, Dolly, you're on my turf, bitch.
That's about right.
Dolly, go back to Dollywood. I'm taking over.
No.
Now that's the death battle we all deserve.
Break yourself. It's Betty White.
We need
Dolly Parton versus Betty White.
Dolly Parton and Betty White versus Queen Elizabeth. They got to team up for that one.
Oh, snap. All right, Shaw, go ahead, man.
All right, next up, we have been recently announced that there might be a Teen Titans movie in production. What y'all thoughts on that from James Gunn?
I don't want it.
We don't have too much Teen Titans in the media right now. Like, the show does okay. I mean,
I want the show to be finished.
Well, Teen Titans Go, I don't even want to mention that, but all the other live action media has been good. I don't think we need the movie too.
I mean, can
we
establish the foundation for the DCU before we go to all these offshoots? I mean, can we at least just make it to Justice League?
Well, my
Before
question
we
is,
start doing all of this,
if we're gonna even remotely look at Teen Titans, which Teen Titans team are we looking at?
Exactly.
Because there's several there, and
Exactly.
and again, see, like the picture
Exactly.
you're holding up right now has Cyborg in it, which a lot of us grew up with Teen Titans as Cyborg in it. But in the last 10 or 15 years, no,
He
we're
had
just
been a
gonna
part. He's
forget
part of
that,
Justice
and
League.
he's now a founding member of the Justice League now. Let's
Yep.
screw well, okay, I get it in old-timey shirt, but like we grew up in the 90s with that idea that he was a Teen Titan. But, you know, 90s,
and with the way Titans on HBO ended, it soured me. I'm not.
I know you didn't like the ending. It's not good ending. It's just.
I mean, I don't understand how Doom Patrol had such a perfect ending and Titans was just
it's just ending. That's all
I,
that was.
I think Titans. The issue is because the last season is split in two halves. I think they filmed like the majority of the first half, and then they got the notice, hey, we're actually not going to renew you guys, and they were kind of probably upset because they're like, well, one, we just laid out this plot that we're going to introduce some, a character, brother blood and all that stuff, but we knew later on in the seasons, we really wanted to get to White Raven. We knew we really wanted to get to, maybe a Beast Boy story. So you know what? We're just going to cram everything we can into the last 4 or 5 episodes because if we're not getting another season, YOLO, let's just do it. And it's messy, and it's not great, but at least, they got to do it.
Honestly, Doom Patrol got the same notice and they did it right.
Yeah, but I feel like Doom Patrol at any given point was like, I don't know, each season could be our last, guys. We're out there.
Doom Patrol was like a very obscure comic representation that got shown and actually was a good success based on what they did in intimidating the characters and how they brought it out.
And the reason why I want
Doom Patrol was kind of like the Community of superhero shows. It was like, okay, we might not come back next year, so just make this a series finale.
And this is why I brought this up. And I want to go around the room and get opinions. Who's casting who this time?
Oh no. I'm not making that.
Who's casting who this time?
I ain't casting nobody because until I get concrete proof, I didn't want it in the first place. So why are you even asking me?
Well, to be fair though,
I don't know. If they're gonna cast anyone, just do the original live action movie. Just do it from the TV show to the movie. That's easier to get contracts for.
Right.
Well,
we do know that we're gonna get Damian Wayne in that Batman thing soon, so.
I mean, I can appreciate James Gunn's enthusiasm.
Oh yeah,
I really can. I can appreciate James Gunn's enthusiasm, but can we just get through the Superman movie?
To be fair, they're just talking about it. So this could they're just getting into this easily could be something that we're not even going to see for another 10 years.
Yeah, okay, then do it. Then talk about it in 10 years. I want to get through this phase. Mm-hmm. I want because
what phase?
The first phase of the DC universe.
Well, that's no phase. DC is better at independent movies being strung out and that type of stuff.
All right,
there is no conjugation of phase and how DC plans it.
Whatever you want to call it, wave, phase, whatever. I want them to get through this first before we start talking about what we're going to do in 10 years.
Real quick, guys. Hunter, what were you saying?
Well, I'm saying I don't want them to. I don't even want to have all these offshoot movies. I don't want to have any of these setup movies. Jump me right into the Justice League movie and give me a 20 to 2 minute vignette about what your motivation is, why you're there on the team, and then we smash cut to you fighting the villains and end of story. Then keep going. Just start with Justice League. Why are we getting all these smaller movies? We don't need them.
I have a proposition I can play off that. I don't know if anyone played Overwatch.
I used to.
Okay. Did anyone?
Overwatch has a huge fan base. So
did anyone enjoy the shorts that Blizzard did after it came out? There was
a lot of people like that a lot. They wanted to become a TV show.
Each character got their own 10 to 15 minute short. If you jump in with the Justice League, do your 2-3 hour movie of Justice League, but either building up to it or afterwards, give each one of those characters that 10 or 15-minute slot, and you can air it on Max, you can air it on your own DC subscription paid service, do whatever the hell you want to do. But then you're introducing each character with their own 10 or 15-minute slot, but then you're jumping straight to the Justice League movie, like you're saying. I don't know. That's an idea.
Because I think that's what.
Well, it'll give fans extra content.
Yeah, well, I think that's what killed the DCU in part, because they wanted to be so much to the Marvel model that it kind of killed their momentum, because you're already in dead last competing with the guy in front. Why are you making the process slower?
They rushed it out. They hit the panic button when Avengers came out, and they fast tracked Justice League. And when you watch Justice League, you're sitting there half the time. You're like, who the hell is this guy?
Exactly.
I will say there's someone else in dead last. Spawn's still sitting somewhere in the background waiting for their movie. So
don't do Spawn like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Like get updates about how they're like, no, we're still working on it, guys. I promise.
Like that.
Yeah, but Spawn has
Spawn's not that bad.
But the thing about Spawn is though, Spawn has
but my point
is running comic
with movies coming out
consecutively.
Spawn, how Todd McFarlane? How long has he been like posting updates on his like YouTube channel or whatever? Like, don't worry, guys. I swear I'm working on it. It's been 10, 15 years, but I promise I'm working on it.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm not expecting the movie to come out.
It's going to be Jamie Foxx.
My only issue was the first Spawn movie was too short. You went to the movie, spent all that money, but an hour later you're done.
Well, the thing is, there was so much that they could have put in the movie that would have made the movie make more sense. I mean, Angela shows up within the first 10 issues. The hell's Angela at?
Right.
Yeah, Spawn's a really good character. They can play it right.
What'd you say, Ambrose?
I said I could have done without John Leguizamo.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Spawn isn't dead last, and I think Todd McFarlane needs to, as much as he loves his character, he needs to get his shit together because his fans love it more.
He said he's already like, oh, I already have my Spawn. He's gonna do it. I'm like, dude, Fox has been sitting on that, like supposedly gonna be doing that almost as bad as what's his face gonna be Blade. I mean, don't worry, it's coming, guys. Don't just hold on, it's coming.
Well, the hold up with it probably with McFarlane too is it's all about the rights, and every option the studio probably gives McFarlane involves him giving up the rights to Spawn so they can do whatever the hell they want with it. And he's not going to do that.
That's the whole principle Image Comics was founded on, is you owning the rights to your character.
Right.
Yeah. So he goes to a studio, and the studio's gonna be like, okay, and we'll buy it from you. And he's like, no. It's not going to happen.
I'm going to be honest. There should just be an Image Comics film division at this point, because he could have done The Walking Dead his damn self, and Kirkman and him would have made all the profits from that anyway, instead of them having to strike a deal with AMC.
True.
Even them doing there's so many other characters, and they could have. I'm surprised Amazon's doing Invincible. I'm surprised. They haven't touched, no one's talked about, was a Savage Dragon, and the other thing is currently I think it's Image doing. Isn't Image doing the Radiant Black universe stuff?
I think they are.
Yeah, I was like, that's blowing up pretty well. I think right now it's finally calming down, but it's still pretty massive. Well, massive verse, right? But it's still pretty popular, and so that's another one of those ones I'm surprised hasn't touched, because they have enough of these titles. Well, you're right. Why don't they have a movie or a show division of some sort?
All right, Shaw, go ahead.
I just like Spawn as a character in general. I think the representation of him in the comics was really spot on as an anti-hero.
I love him as a character. Mm-hmm. I do love him as a beat heaven in it. Beat heaven and hell.
You can choose what you want to be. Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. I'm gonna beat heaven and hell, and I can take over. I mean,
swear to God, I thought you were going to break out into the Addams Family song.
Well,
no, that's going to be later.
Technically, if you deep dive, it's like when you deep dive into Spawn lore. There is a version of him that did do that, but they canceled that comic. So
canceled it quick after it too.
Yep.
There's a new Spawn series coming up here, I think next month, actually.
Oh yeah, that reboot costume.
There is
on him.
The Rat City that I don't know, the digital looking Iron Man type Spawn suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they have to
All
get the regeneration right. If they mess up the regeneration, there's no Spawn character.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
All right, Shaw, go ahead. What's next up, man?
All right. The actor that played Hawkman in Black Adam says that he's willing to come back to reprise the role, and he's also interested in playing John Stewart.
He need to leave Green Lantern alone.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, he did pretty good as Hawkman, but Green Lantern is a totally separate,
That's a different character altogether. Leave Green Lantern alone.
Look, I remember him, and I remember the Hawkman costume. Who's the guy?
He played in Leverage.
Yeah, Aldous Hodge.
Yep.
Yeah, Aldous Hodge.
Yeah, I normally remember people that I like.
Leave Green Lantern alone.
Is that your
The only reason why I say that, and the only reason why I say that, and the only reason why I say that is because I can't see him playing John Stewart.
Nah, he's not John
Hawkman
Stewart.
are so different. They're so different. Leave it alone. Stick with your greatest Hawkman.
We only had a good Green Lantern movie from
We
the
haven't
DC
had
universe.
one.
So
I know Michael John White was talking about he wanted to bring Green Lantern too, but
How old is he though? Did we settle that? I asked that last week because he was
I can
Spawn.
Google it real fast.
Yeah.
That was like 30. That was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But remember, we established.
Then again, it doesn't
Green
take
Lantern
much to be
just
Green
has to
Lantern.
hold his ring up. You know, he doesn't have to like punch. He just got to
I mean,
hold on. I got this,
Well,
guys.
yeah, but it's willpower. How much ring power do you need?
Exactly.
Michael Jai White is like 56.
I mean,
he can pull it
Is he gonna be the Green Lantern that runs into the woods, or where you run into the woods to avoid him?
Yeah, but careful with the wood, though, man.
I mean, he can fly super fast, so maybe he can be able to do that.
Oh no, that was Alan Scott. Alan Scott was the
Can't be Alan.
yeah.
You bring Alan Scott Green Lantern in a movie, DC's gonna get clowned and lose a ton of money.
Aren't
ton
they
of money.
freeze. Suck it, Alan Scott. I'm running into this forest. I know you can't handle wood.
I can beat you with a husky pencil.
Why didn't you get him, Alan?
Husky.
You climbed a tree, sir.
Yeah. I can beat you in anything with wood. I can anything with wood. I can take literally like a grandma used to take a switch and beat you with it. You beat him with a switch.
Sounds like how much
You need a
woodchuck
gun,
for woodchuck
you need a
chuck
lever
wood.
You need a gun. You go get you a switch and then beat
you
him
a
to
crossbow.
Mitch.
What is Wouldn't the woodchuck be better than the switch? You know, you can use the woodchuck. How much chuck is the woodchuck chuck?
Oh God!
He hit me with the leg of a table, sir.
That's true.
A ping pong paddle.
You got a woodchuck on standby. Hey, here come Green Lantern. Oh man. I ain't trying to. I'm not gonna sit here and put down my history, but damn, man, come on, Alec, really?
I don't know. I might
I don't
actually
even know who
prefer
Alan
him
Scott
over
is.
Gardner.
You don't know who Alec?
I'm too young if I don't know who he is.
I just don't know who Alan Scott is.
He's like the original. He's the original.
He's the
original Green Lantern.
original Green Lantern of our sector.
He's like the
original Green
contemporary
Lantern.
of Big Eric's Flash.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
he's Justice Society.
Yeah,
Green
the
Lantern.
Justice Society of America. There you
All
go.
right, well, you
Big
know, I'm
old,
not wasting
big old, like.
I'm not gonna forget
I
that cover.
do like how Justice Society was kind of in Black Adam. They did pretty well as
really did.
that group.
They really
they've
did.
been
But
they've been trying to push more Justice Society stuff for the last couple of years. I've been noticing.
You saw, because you saw him on Smallville, you saw him on Stargirl.
Stargirl's great.
So you haven't seen more of them.
What really killed it for me in Black Adam, though, is everyone knows Black Adam from sitting on that throne. And when he destroyed the throne, it was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, no.
What killed it for me in Black Adam was that they made a Black Adam movie.
actually, the Black Adam movie wasn't that bad. The expectations was higher, and it was like mid for how it actually was expected.
I
Yeah,
rate
it
it as
was
one of the
good,
worst
though.
movies I've ever seen.
They
That's
went
how
with
much
like
I
the
didn't
new
like
52 version of the character, though, and I really didn't like that.
The thing that
Yeah.
killed me though
I'm
at
the
the very end, and I've said this on this show before, the thing that killed me at the very end. Hey, what's up, Mo? What's up, Mo? Appreciate you coming out to the live stream. The thing that killed me about Black Adam, though, you didn't give me Shazam. You gave me Superman.
Because that's
And
what
that
he's been
shows
wanting.
And that shows Dwayne Johnson was trying to book this like WrestleMania instead of a damn comic book movie.
Yeah.
You should have given us Shazam. If you would have gave us Shazam.
I really hated that whole opening scene with Paint It Black and all the explosions and slow motion. I hated that scene so much. I don't know why. I just did.
Because Paint It Black is highly.
That's why the movie was made. It didn't make any sense.
I like the Rolling Stones.
They said one villain, then Justice of Society comes in, and there's a totally new villain that they have to team up together to get rid of. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yeah, I didn't. I like Black Adam for the action, but I didn't like it for the plot.
I didn't even like it for that. And
then the one person
the action wasn't bad, but it just didn't make any sense. It wasn't the continuity and plot. How they did it was like lacking.
And it didn't make any sense to me because you toned down the one dude that could possibly win that fight, which was Dr. Fate, and you toned him down so bad you had to kill him off.
And you even they got like the perfect actor to play Dr. Fate. They even did a really cool design for the movie for Dr. Fate. And then they forgot who Dr. Fate was.
Has The Rock ever been in a movie that actually did well? I mean, he's been in movies that made profits, but has he ever been in a movie? Like, everyone talks about how The Rock is this big box office draw.
Scorpion King did well.
Actually, there's a couple movies that did well. In the Furious franchise, he did pretty well as a supporting character.
He did Walking Tall.
I mean, because like recently, it's like, oh, this movie has The Rock, and it's like it barely broke even. Like, why is he considered to be this huge?
Jumanji did well.
Jumanji. Now, that chicken Jumanji did well. He ain't do shit. That chicken Jumanji did well.
And
it's not him doing it. It was the movies that he's associated with.
Didn't
might
he
be like a hit or miss depending what he getting himself involved in.
Right. Wasn't it one where he was like a riverboat captain who ended up being a
Jungle Cruise?
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise was just Pirates of the Caribbean with a different skin. That's all it was.
That's all it was. I agree. But that chicken Jumanji did well. And not so much as him, but that chicken Jumanji did. I hadn't seen her in anything since that point.
Are you talking about Karen Gillan?
Yeah. I like
you haven't seen her in anything else? Nebula?
I haven't. Maybe you have. I haven't.
Have you not seen Avengers? Or Guardians of the Galaxy?
Who did she play?
Nebula.
That was Nebula? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's Nebula.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
She was wearing pants. I couldn't notice the legs, Will.
What
you know what that is on brand for him.
Karen Gillan from, though. Well, she I haven't watched her. She has a Netflix movie, which I've heard is great. What is it? Milkshake Shotgun or something like that, or Shotgun Milkshake or something. I've heard it's good. Like I haven't watched it, but people know her from her Doctor Who time. She was wonderful on Doctor Who for like
that. My sister, she's been on this show before talking about Doctor Who. She'd be great to come on and talk about that.
But yeah, Karen Gillan has been Nebula the whole time.
I thought she was a different actress.
Yeah,
she's been busy.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you didn't know because you have blue makeup instead of an actual real person.
Well, yeah, she doesn't look and she doesn't sound anything like herself. You have to know, really. So she's a good actress. She's great.
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
Jesus Christ, Will, it wasn't her voice and the blue makeup. How could you not notice her?
She just didn't have the giant boob inserts and yet.
Hey, they did take the clue from Blue's Clues how to identify a blue character.
They didn't go to Laura Croft to get the sizing set up ready. That was the issue.
See.
Oh, this was remind me of the Mad Comic edition of Avatar.
Cat already got me upset with that. Don't you do it too, Tyler? Don't you do it too?
Why did he bring up Tomb Raider?
Oh yes.
Yep. You should.
That hurt my feelings.
Karen Gillan on TikTok. She's hilarious on TikTok. Karen Gillan.
That hurt. That whole thing. I understand it. I get it, but it still hurt your boy's feelings. Just saying.
It was a travesty when she did that. A lot of souls were crushed on this podcast.
Exactly.
Were a lot of souls deflated?
Everything was real. Like it was an amazing, and then
were there a lot of souls that were deflated, or?
I don't know if they were deflated. They were most of like they went away and came back, and then different souls this time was affected. So.
They were less triangly.
I'll give her props though. She was one of the few bright stars of Eternals. I'll give her that.
She was great in Eternals. I was so surprised by that.
Great.
Yeah, the Turtles did really well.
Yeah, that's a low. That's a low bar to be a
I like
standout.
a lot of it. It wasn't bad. It's just the sequencing was off.
I could have wandered onto the set of Eternals and be like, "Yo, that guy's really good."
No, what I mean by great is when the Eternals was coming out, and I saw this huge cast list. I was like, oh, so there's going to be fodder, and we're going to focus on 2 or 3 actors. And I was like, oh, we're going to get Angelina Jolie. I'm like, okay, so she's just going to be someone who dies in the first scene. No, she's not only she doesn't carry, but she's throughout the whole movie, as well as she's also kind of a key plot point in the movie itself.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
that
wait,
movie was so bad, I expected Steven Seagal to pop up.
I agree, Ambrose, I agree with you. It was a terrible movie.
I expected Steven Seagal to just show up. Is that bad?
I'm just saying that she did her role well. She was the few bright spots of that movie, but that movie was terrible.
Her back was probably hurting because she carried all of them.
Yeah, she carried everybody.
Who are you?
I was mad though. I wanted my money back. I was mad. I wanted my money back.
Eternals spent way too much time explaining the backstory, why the blip was happening, and how this new conflict was related to the time.
Well, to me, that was the only reason that the only good explanation you got out of that movie is how come they didn't interfere.
Yeah, that's the thing with Marvel lately is they hate to explain everything in great detail. Like with Black Panther 2, like Namor had a 45-minute origin story. It's like, come on, fish boy, let's go. Wrap it up. Make with the action.
I will give it that the issue I felt with Eternals, and this is just what I felt after watching the movie, is that it was a real struggle that it was trying to be 2 different types of movies, and it really couldn't find the balance. And it was like, oh, we want to be like this Neil Gaiman type sci-fi that's really out there and crazy. Oh, but we're also a Marvel movie, so we need to punch something and make a joke. We need to do something. And so that pull was really, there was a lot of friction. I felt it. And I actually liked the movie. And I hate that I see the friction, because I was like, okay, because of that friction, I see why a lot of people are not going to like it.
It's just the pacing.
Hold on, I got to get my bingo card. Someone who liked Eternals.
Space.
One space.
All right. I admire that with a cast that big, because I expected it to be like, oh, we're going to have 20 people as your cast, but you're only going to focus on 2. No, they didn't. Each person, for the most part, each person got their moment. And I was like, oh,
they got their moment. It was selling the individuals as them as a team. So if you want to sell the movie as they did well as individuals, telling little stories and all their background, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, but you're not going to go to a 2-hour movie for Athena. You're not going to go to a 2-hour movie.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that was what they were trying to do more of than them as a group.
Right.
Well, this was my issue. It was my issue with the Eternals. My issue with the Eternals is the placement of Eternals. If you're trying to explain how the blip related to the Eternals and what happened with them, why wasn't this a plot point that was explained after the second Avengers movie in like a mini series or some sort?
Yeah, no, I
you
agree.
You didn't have to do that. Yeah, it was the placing was kind of weird because they thought they got away with it, like explaining no-name characters and you didn't know who they were with Guardians of the Galaxy. They assumed that they could do it again, and then they realized, shit, the Eternals played such a smaller part than they thought. So then they ended up having to overcompensate for that.
Well,
when they're in the movie.
Well, another thing.
What do you do? It's like sitting down.
Another thing, and this is just my personal, as I was really happy because they do introduce a character in that movie who is, I wouldn't say my favorite, but he's in my top probably 15 favorite Marvel characters, and that is Black Knight.
You ain't said to the end of the movie though.
No.
Yeah, but Black Knight was introduced in pretty well segue.
As a huge nerd, the whole movie gave me blue balls for Black Knight because every moment, like she into the beginning, she's like, "Oh look, here's your family crest ring. If anyone knows the crest, it's the Black Knight crest." Or it's like, okay, it's the Black Knight logo. You're gonna keep chirping there.
You really trying to milk the Eternals right here. You're really trying to milk it.
You didn't have to go the blue balls route either.
No, the whole time.
Yeah, you try
love
to
Black
milk
Knight
this.
characters
I know
so
you're a big
much.
fan. Just admit it. Just admit it.
I'm a big Black
You're
Knight
a
fan.
fan of
I'm a
the
big
Eternals.
Black Knight fan.
Look, man, I mean, you're a special person. You're the only person on Earth that liked the Eternals. Just own it.
Not
okay
this
with that.
much.
do
I
understand.
did not expect like every little Easter egg being
Like,
No.
But I do
stretched out.
I'm in love
It's
with
like,
that
I
guy that
like
liked
this
Kazam.
No, like
Damn.
there's also
You know, busting it out with Kazam. Oh
the
man.
the scene in
Hey.
Eternals when he's trying to FaceTime, they're FaceTiming, talking, or whatever, and she's like, "Hey, maybe you should go talk to your uncle and try to patch things up." Anyone who knows the comics, that's a big thing because that's the whole point of his Black Knight versus his uncle's Black Knight. Because his uncle took on the Black Knight role, turned it into a villain role because he was rejected by the sword, and so he tarnished the family name, and then told his nephew, was like, "Hey, I tarnished the family name. We were supposed to be Black Knight, yada yada. Take on the role and make fix the family name." So like anyone who's a huge nerd is like, "Oh, that's so cool." That's like,
And we'll never see him again.
don't say that.
exactly.
Don't say that.
He to be continued in another issue and another comic.
To
All
be
right,
continued.
y'all gonna kill me. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Shaw. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I'm sorry.
I love Black
Oh,
Knight. I'm sorry.
Shaw, I'm sorry.
Todd, you want to talk about some comments?
Turtle.
Go ahead, Shaw. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shaw. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
He's like, "I'm done with you guys."
Ty, you want to talk about some comics?
What's up? Sorry, what?
You want to talk about some comics?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
well,
the special, the special section, yes. No, so I thought it'd be fun. We were always talking about different comic book characters, and there's unlimited amount of characters in the comic book universes, whether Marvel, DC, IDW, anything. And I thought, there's a lot of characters that tend to get forgotten, tend to get, just overlooked, as well as some of these characters are extremely powerful characters, as well as simply cool characters. And I actually wanted to talk about Cloak and Dagger tonight. I don't know how many people care about
Cloak and Dagger was a good show, and that's a good pairing duo in the comics.
It was an underappreciated show. It deserved a little more love than it got, but it's I don't know how people are out there familiar with Cloak and Dagger, but they've been around a long time. Their first introduction was was it Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 64? I think I'm gonna look it up now because I'm too scared. I'm gonna say the wrong number. Yes, 64. And that came out in the 70s, late 70s. Like Cloak and Dagger's been around a long time, and these characters, I don't know if anyone's how familiar you guys are with the Cloak and Dagger characters.
Well, they have a good chemistry. They feed off each other and actually do the fighting action combo sequencing pretty well.
Well, and
they stage off one another back and forth, so they have that going on.
Well, their
power enough is unique to face together.
They're an interesting duo because the original storyline of their history is that they were kidnapped. Basically, they were runaways. They were kidnapped, and then they were dosed by the criminal organization. Dosed them with like some kind of super powered heroin because they were trying to make it a more addictive drug. And these two ended up surviving. We ended up finding out later why they survived is because they were actually mutants. I don't know if people don't know that Cloak and Dagger are mutants. They've fought alongside the X-Men. They've fought alongside New Mutants. They've fought alongside the Avengers. And also they've gone up against some big people. They've gone up against Doctor Doom. They've gone up against Carnage. They've gone up against Punisher, as well as even the Avengers at one point in time. Like these characters have held their own, and they're often not. People don't even think about them. So. I did send some pictures, Will, if you wanted to put one or two of them up just so people could see, fans out there if you've never heard of Cloak and Dagger, but that's, a character, a very cool duo, again, characters that have been around now for 50 plus years. And sometimes people don't know about these characters. So this is a very powerful group of characters that I think deserve some love this week. And that's why I wanted to talk about them. And I actually...
Well, they definitely deserve the love. I mean, I get where you're coming from.
My goal essentially with this segment is I put below here my Twitter handle or my X handle. Sorry. If people want to talk about, like if you guys have a favorite character that you think is underappreciated, if you guys think are very powerful characters that have been in the comic books that people tend to not talk about or show enough love, shoot me at X and maybe we can bring them up. Maybe we can talk about them. See what talk. What?
This is definitely Pog.
Go ahead. Go find me on
This
X.
is interesting segue.
But no, I just think this would be a fun. Again, Cloak and Dagger is a outstanding group of characters. Yep, see that is their first issue from their solo series, which came out in 1983, I believe. 1983. It was a 4-part issue. It was their first kind of standalone because again, they showed up in the late 70s on Spider-Man, and they stayed like popping up in Spider-Man comics for a good couple of years before they got their first solo run. Cloak and Dagger, great sense of characters. I think everyone should take a peek at them if you want to see some really badass characters as well as really powerful characters that tend to not get enough love as they deserve. So that was my side thing for fun characters that people forget about that are pretty great.
And from the video game side of things, they were in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games.
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember. Yes.
Yep. Except they did have an MCU show, so they're not like forgotten, but they tend to still be like forgotten. Another side thing about that MCU show is they introduced a character which is in the comics, a character called Mayhem. The actress who played that character, this is just being super nerdy now, but that character is Emma.
Oh,
Lahana.
you were only at regular before?
Yeah, Emma Lahana, which if anyone doesn't know who that is, she was the Yellow Ranger in Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember her.
All right. That brings back. I love Thunder.
What's up?
It would have been kind of cool to see because had Mayhem, there was a rumor that Mayhem was going to go back to New York and eventually this was when they were talking about doing the Daughters of the Dragon stuff with Colleen Wing and Misty Knight, that Mayhem would go team up with them. And so I was like, hey, she was already a Power Ranger. Make her a superhero. Go do it. Go make her be like a badass because she already knows.
And then we'll 360 it back to that thing that she had this guy that was always stalking her in Dino Thunder that was always drawing her as a superhero. So there you go.
Good old Trent. Everyone forgot
a nice cameo from one part to another to be another part. Who knows?
Yep.
There we go. Great fun stuff.
It also did a crossover with the Runaways.
Yes, Runaways was great.
Oh.
I did remember seeing Cloak and Dagger in that.
Runaways was fun, but I got upset that it took a whole season for them to actually run away.
True.
Damn.
It did, because in the comics they run away like instantly. They're like out the door, like what the first issue.
Oh man!
IGN
Up to the standards of the comics to live action attempt. Oh boy!
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Oh, you're a big critic here,
Tyler. That one.
No, it did.
Come on, man.
You made the perfect case for it. Do it again.
Come on, man.
I don't know why you do that.
that.
It took a whole season for them to run away. It did.
Okay.
It's called The Runaways. Why did they not leave till the last episode? Run away. It's in the title.
That's definitely a hot take. Oh man.
It has the actor who played Spike from Buffy and Angel.
And Rosebud was the sled.
And Black Knight. What about Black Knight? Hold on.
No, don't bring Black Knight in this.
Don't bring him back.
Don't bring back this.
No, don't bring him back. No.
That was coming to me.
Yeah, we gotta just crickets. Just give him no more spotlight. Just give something else.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on. Appreciate that, Tyler. Thank you so much. And if you guys have anything, another character you want to bring into play, hit him up on X. You see his handle right down there at TKA1342. Hit him up. Definitely bring some other characters into this. You can bring some. If you guys want to even go back to the day, and talk about some characters.
Is Howard the Duck on the table?
Hey, maybe you can get them on chat with Tyler, and they can go back and forth on the hot takes.
I just know that I already now know that if Puck shows up, it's from Ambrose. So I mean, that's the only person I've ever saw. So
like that's the only thing I will assault you with on Twitter.
I mean,
Oh my
and if you guys want to talk about some other stuff, you can hit us up on our Facebook page, Geek on the Podcast Facebook page. You can hit us up with the dumbest questions we'll tackle. Can Birdman beat Hulkman? Hit us up.
I mean, Michael
in a
Keaton.
courtroom.
We can tackle that one right now. I mean,
not in the courtroom, real fight.
We tackle that right now too.
Real fight.
How about the Tick versus the Chicken Hero?
Oh, we had to look at
The
that.
Chicken versus the Tick. That might be interesting.
That might be interesting.
We talk about the dumbest supervillains. We can do that.
I mean, Freakazoid versus Beetlejuice. I'm just saying.
All right, Condiment King up in here. Hold on.
No, if we get Condiment King, then we get Kite Man in here too.
Hey, don't be disrespectful.
Kite Man's ridiculous. That's all he did.
All he did was fall in love with the wrong woman. We've all done that.
Exactly.
And he's in his own show for that.
You know what though? See, that's literally falling in reverse because he won backwards. I'll give him that.
He got a new
no, he went baddie. That's what happened. He went baddie for the wrong girl, and Batman universe.
Yeah, he got a new girlfriend, and I believe she was a Flash villain.
That's true.
What was it? The Golden something or whatever. I can't remember her name.
All right.
Now. Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and run back to the list. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. Let's run back to the list. Shaw, go ahead, man.
All right. Next up, we got some news about Spider-Man 2, the video game. We're finally getting an update on March 7th. We're gonna get New Game Plus, new suits, and more. We're not sure what and more will be, but yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
It's gonna be Spider-Man 2 remastered.
I'm scared about those suits because some of those suits in that game look stupid.
Is it going to be another Adidas suit or Reebok suit or something?
We'll see. I mean, hopefully not.
Adidas.
Wait, he has Adidas suits? What is he, Tony Soprano?
Did they at least update the
whatever
the web shooting and the clawing? Did they add more features to the game than Spider-Man 1 from the PlayStation?
Yeah, it's a completely new game.
Yeah, he's got wingsuits and everything.
All right, because always thing I heard from the PlayStation community was they could shoot webs and all this other stuff.
Well, I mean, they still didn't add the key feature everybody wants.
What?
Yeah,
it's been 20-something years.
7 nominations and then they get a single category.
What was the feature everybody wanted, Hunter?
Yeah,
it's been 20-something years of Spider-Man over that in video games, and he still can't swim.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wet spiders, man. They can't handle it.
What's Spider-Man afraid of? Water.
Now, if they give me
Alan Scott or Spider-Man,
give me the
Spider-Man. At least that's logical. You can drown if you can't swim.
Yeah, that's true.
True, but he's only doing it in the video game. You see him swimming in the comics.
That's true.
He takes a swimmer quite a few times.
He swims in the cutscenes.
Exactly.
That
doesn't count.
That didn't count.
Yeah, I want to be able to do it. Shoot, you imagine my disappointment when I was playing Spider-Man 1 on the OG Xbox, and I'm like, I think I can go in the water. I can go anywhere in this game. Then I jump in the water. Oh, I took damage. Never mind.
One of your
it's just like Minecraft. You go in the tunnel and you don't have enough oxygen or food.
Yep. All right, so what's up, man?
Yes, we got some leaked photos from Daredevil Reborn. We got 2 picks, 7 and 8.
Ooh.
He looks like an action figure.
Yeah, why does he look
He's still bringing back the old suit back from the comics. That's not that. That doesn't look that. He's pretty fit.
Yeah, was he?
So I mean, he's pretty. Hey, the man appeal, the masculine power is there, definitely.
He looks highly articulated in that photo.
Is he 5? Oh God, it's even worse. He's like an over soldier.
I mean, is this the actual set? Because it is in New York City.
That's Bullseye.
It was this character supposed to be.
Why does Bullseye look like Beachhead from G.I. Joe?
That's Bullseye.
Oh, that's Bullseye. It's unrecognizable.
This
Hey,
show is doomed.
it's better than what's his face in the Daredevil movie is Bullseye with
Nah, see.
Why did
what I
Bullseye
wanted to-
look like Beachhead from G.I. Joe?
Yeah, that's what I
if
said.
you
He
go
was
back
like
to the
Cobra to
comics,
me.
though, people who saw that picture was complaining about that on TikTok. But if you go back and look at his original comic, his suit was just almost similar to that in the comics. He didn't get the bullseyes or whatnot until much later.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I know. It's just some outfits stand out than the original in this case.
There's a lot of different pictures.
That does not look good. It doesn't look like any character.
But I get your point. He look like
Only Tyler can recognize him, and that's still not doing much.
He look like a soldier for Cobra.
Looks like Snake Eyes.
But
to be fair, the
look
first
like a
time he
soldier for
called
Cobra.
Daredevil is
That's what
that
he look like.
black suit with the just like nothing.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of ninjas, man, I was thinking we'd man, I want them to do the Shadowlands trope because I remember in the one of the Shadowlands runs, Bullseye was really was pretending to be Hawkeye in disguise.
Oh
For
yeah,
the longest until Shadowlands, and he pulled out the Bullseye costume. He was like getting sick of that bow and arrow stick, and then he just finally started killing people with his needles and shit. It was like awesome.
Didn't he do that for like 2 or 3 issues?
Uh-oh.
You watch Shaw, let's go.
Shaw got, I told y'all. Shaw
Oh my gosh, you got a fanboy in chat.
I told y'all, Shaw bringing his people. He bringing everybody.
Bangladesh coming in cut and stripes.
Facebook user, does Bangladesh have casinos?
If they do, we could definitely bring some good poker and maybe roulette.
Blackjack, there you go.
Do we play?
Blackjack's not bad, but we like our poker. We want to spend a bunch of money and lose.
Give me my roulette.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got some Pirates of the Caribbean news. Picture number 9.
I heard about this.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be great.
Yeah. Yeah, Disney's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Moving on. Let's talk about Halo Season 2.
Yeah. Let it die. Let Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, this
die.
is not. Nah.
And Bonnie was a real person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
so now Disney, now Disney isn't just purging their redheaded characters; they're purging real life redheaded people.
Yeah,
okay, Assassin's Creed's been doing that for like a long time. It's fine.
Yeah, but Assassin's Creed respected the people that they were ripping off, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
did they though?
Yeah, they really did. At least before they did.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed did a lot of back and forth and how they chose it. Even if they did, they kind of did some homage.
When you look into the history of the Assassins, they got the Assassins wrong because the Assassins were just a bunch of people that smoked really high-grade marijuana, went on trip, and killed people. They were literally smoking hash and then going to kill people.
How I envisioned the decision-making process at Disney, it's like, do you guys remember the game show Deal or No Deal?
Yep. I remember.
Yeah, where everyone's like, take the deal, take the deal. And then the guy's like, no deal. That's Disney. Yep. It's like, do it this way. Do it this way. I will not do it this way.
I remember that show.
I want not like this deal. I want less money. I might not get the deal that I want.
I got a better game show for you. A fake game show from
Fango.
Oh, okay.
You show my favorite uncle.
There you go. That's his niece. Okay, cool. How you doing tonight? Good to have you with us.
I said I have a better TV show.
Disregard the gambling inquiry.
We're not.
Shaw, they're trying not to try. We're trying not to poison her mind, Shaw. That's what we're trying not to do.
Oh yeah,
it's a little too.
And the Joker's not here to ruin our day for the casino either.
I mean, Shaw, it might be a little too late. You might have to try to run interference for us. So
I'll say if anyone watched UHF, they play Wheel of Fish over there. They just spin the wheel and they're like, do you want to take what's coming down the aisle or that red snapper? Which one is it? No.
Nah, man.
What?
Hey,
that's all right.
You're getting more random about a minute.
I know, right? What's up with Halo Season 2, Shaw?
that will actually be there for whoever actually see the show because I'm not seeing it.
Oh, I've
I
seen
watched
it
it.
actually.
I didn't
I
watch the
watched
second
both-
episode. I
I
watched the
watched
first
both
one.
episodes today, real quick, just so I can make sure I'm just in
Yeah, I
case.
watched
What,
both of
what
them.
did you guys think who watched it?
I mean, I'm one of the few people that likes the show because I've never played the game. Apparently, if you've played the game,
I mean,
the show sucks.
Okay. Yeah, well,
I don't know.
go ahead.
The first season with the sex scene was weird.
Yeah, there were definitely some weird parts, but
You mean you didn't
The
like Matt?
pacing was off. I don't know. Halo, you had to it's one of those games you gotta stay to the source material as much as possible. If you deviate, there's not much
Well, I mean,
creative I don't know songs you can put on it.
well, I mean, here's the thing. Halo. A lot of people think of Halo as just being the video games, and there's the whole expanded universe of novels and stuff that they're pulling from, as well as the show, as well as the games.
Yeah.
Like the character of Soren, you don't know anything about Soren in the video games. You get into the show, you're like, oh shit, this is a Spartan that basically just went rogue and didn't feel like he was a part of the flock to begin with, and became a bounty hunter. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then you do a lot of, and then you do like the Fall of Reach. They did a whole nother series on that, but yet still they're trying to put it in this show. And I'm like, I already got another show that did that better. Why are we trying to tie it into this bull crap? Then there was Forward Unto Dawn, which was the prequel.
I have that on Blu-ray.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
True.
There you go.
They did the same thing with like Red and Blue
Yep,
as well.
Yeah, Red vs. Blue fan base parody. But what I can say about Halo Season 2, though, Halo Season 2 is good for the fact that we're finally like seeing some of the inner workings of Oni that aren't really described or talked about. How Oni's trying to make the Spartans larger than life and what they are. Because it's true. Spartans do die, but they always go MIA. That's what they're always listed as. And they're seen as gods among men, when that couldn't be further from the truth.
That I don't know if it's in that first episode or that second episode, but I love when Joseph Morgan, actor, leans in and tells him, Master Chief, at the end of the day, it is still just a guy in a suit.
Yep.
Oh
Basically,
my
that's right.
gosh!
Well, no,
Really? You want to bring that reference?
Did you steal the line from Mallrats?
Well, the
There is
point,
no Easter Bunny.
the point is, it's a threat that he's trying to make. It's a threat he's trying to make to John, because John's trying to push in the direction. He's clearly trying to stop John, so he's very much making it clear that he can get rid of John and put someone else in the suit, and no one will know the difference. That's his threat he's trying to make.
Yeah, because a lot of the Spartans that didn't make it through augmentation were sent to death. So they could just tell Chief, hey, your duty is sitting behind this desk and not doing anything more, and we'll make somebody else the new 117, and they won't know the difference.
Oh man, this is turning into like an 80s cop movie.
Halo's
one action. We have Tyler. Knowledge, and then we're like, we're the criminals going against Tyler, the new cop on the street.
Yep. And it's also explained in but before I harp on it even more, I do like the fact that the elites, that when they had Chief surrounded, I'm spoiling it, I don't care. Nobody's really watching it.
Halo. Okay, you're watching us. What are you talking about?
It's like, I do like how the elites had that sense of honor in that moment, because it kind of looks like the fact that they didn't want to kill Chief and the subordinate he was guarding. And I'm like, no, that's the elite honor code. The Sangheili weren't gonna kill Chief then and there, even though they outnumbered him. They still respected the fact he put up that fight that he did. We
see that when they go to hunt down the people, in the bunker, and he's like, "There's no honor in this. Like, there's."
Yeah.
The Sangheili, man, I would love to see a death battle versus the Sangheili and the Yautja, because that's honor code versus honor code right there. I would love that.
I mean, Halo did capture what the franchise was representing in the high graphics, and I think it was also the sequencing too.
Mm-hmm.
They did really well with.
Not anything major for the show, but that actor Joseph Morgan, one, I like his character in the series. He got introduced in season 2, and I'm liking him. As well as if anyone recognizes him, he was Sebastian Blood in the Titans final season.
Oh yeah,
I saw that. Yeah,
I was like, hey, I'm kind of happy to see him back. I liked him.
Hey,
so
I'm
like,
happy those guys are
I
finding
recognize
work.
that guy. He's awful.
Hey, he's a good actor.
Let's move on. Let's move on to our next topic. Let's move on to our next topic real quick. Go ahead, Shaw.
All right, we just got a Knuckles trailer. We got picture number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That's about right.
You know, Knuckles could be a really good character to play as.
As long as we don't see Tails,
this looks pretty funny.
As long as we don't see Tails in this, I'm cool.
Tails is in it.
I can't stand Tails.
Tails is not that bad. They just they get in the airplane and go around. That scene could be cool in the bowling alley. I saw that trailer. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Sonic
I just
stuff
can't
so
stand
far,
it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Tails can't
It's
even stand Tails.
Tails is weird as a character anyway. It's like a weird side character that has to be included in the show.
The only reason I don't like Tails because my kids keep telling me Tails is cool. He builds stuff. Okay, but when the fighting get to going, what Tails at? I mean, it's time for me to hit the old dusty trail. Come on, man.
Is the show still gonna have voicing him?
Eternals is on HBO.
And people tell me, you know, that's his job. Well, hell, Mr. Fantastic builds stuff. Black Panther builds stuff. Cyborg builds stuff. But when it comes down to it, and it's time to fight, they fight. What Tails do?
You know who also builds stuff? Bob the Builder.
Yes,
you know what?
Bob the Builder builds stuff too.
So does Handy Manny.
Bro, but the thing is,
hey, who will win, Bob the Builder or Tails?
Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder would win.
Exactly.
Bob would build his gun. That's all he would need to do.
I can't stand Tails, man. I can't stand him. That dude, man.
Wow, you really hate Tails, huh?
That dude, man.
Well, I mean, he also
if we flip heads or tails, you say no tails. I want heads.
He also hates Mega Man because Mega Man can't jump. So
that's early Mega Man, though.
Yeah, but you still hate Mega Man based on arbitrary reason.
Because y'all remember when you played the early Mega Man games, he couldn't jump in no game.
Yo, I hate Mega Man just because I love the games, but it was the source of so much anger when I was younger.
Yeah, the original Mega Man.
You're playing this game and you're like, I'm gonna beat it. And then something comes out of nowhere.
Of Mega Man. I feel like they just need to go to one version and you're just like this version, that version, this version, this game, that version. I was like, okay, this is
like, bro, really
way too much confusing.
Like, I think I saw something on YouTube for the Mega Man timeline, and the Mega Man timeline took this dude like 4 hours to explain, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here.
He must be very passionate.
Yeah.
You put all this together, huh? Did you end up getting a job in between this? Or, is this? Oh, this is what you do.
I was just secretly hoping he was being graded and he gets an F. Just because.
How many views did he get? Do you remember at least the views?
I think it was a couple million actually, because people wanted to know.
Because it's probably people who watch 5 minutes of it.
If he can turn that into like content, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the same dude did a One Piece lecture on the lore of One Piece and on a collaboration channel. They got like 20 million off of that, and that was like more than that. I think it was 4 hours.
Maybe if Matt Pat would have done that, I might have been a little bit more open to it. But we all know Matt Pat quit YouTube.
He ain't quit.
He didn't quit YouTube. He's still part of the channel. He's just gonna let the new theorists take over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. There's still a couple of videos of him that he made releasing.
It's not gonna be the same though, because you're not gonna hear any of his catchphrases. Hey, it's not just a theory, a game theory.
No, you'll still hear that crap. I'm gonna miss him talking about Diet Coke.
Oh my god, that was a good episode. My god. Okay, you have to take a take here. Who is your favorite channel of Matt Pat? What's theory channel?
Game theory.
I like film theory.
Game Theory.
Go film theory, yeah.
Game Theory. Easy.
I mean,
Yeah,
as far
yeah,
as
Game
the
Theory
internet
is pretty
goes,
up
I just
there.
like watching
I
Dark
actually was a fan of
Souls
Soup Theory too.
He did a Yu-Gi-Oh timeline. I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was not that bad.
Wasn't bad at all. All right. What's next up, Shaw?
Also, Jim Carrey will be returning as Eggman for Sonic 3.
Well, that's a spoiler.
Jim Carrey's returning back. Wow,
That's pretty cool. I'm kind of shocked they got him to come back though.
He's not doing anything else.
Because I thought he was done. I thought he was done with
He's
acting.
literally not doing anything
I
else.
thought he was done with acting though, Ambrose.
He's retired, but he
Jim
decided
Carrey's like a B class actor right now, so he's free.
No,
I mean,
he's a
he went
retired
crazy.
actor right
He went crazy after the Grinch because the makeup process tortured him. And I mean, I'm not saying that to like be funny. He actually did go. He went crazy after the Grinch. Like it drove him.
I thought he was done. That's why I was saying I was kind of shocked to see him because I thought he was done with acting after that.
Oh, throw enough money at him, and again, if he enjoyed the process, he probably gets enough love, like people liking the character of him doing that character. So like, why not go
and plus
him being Eggman is enough nostalgic factor for people to come back. It's like, oh, my favorite Eggman is here.
That's
it's
true.
not shaped like an egg at all.
That's true.
And he might have he might have some kids in his life, and that like Sonic, and they enjoy seeing him on the screen, and that's his influence to keep coming back.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah. What else we got on the what else we got on the slate?
You did an excellent job, though.
We just got a trailer for Kung Fu Panda 4. Anybody see it?
Wait, 4?
Yeah.
We're up to 4.
There's coming another one. It was a warrior that steals his ability.
1, 2, 3. How many stories? How this?
You said 4. Tyler looked like what? 4?
This is like Dead Sea Scrolls now. How long is this tale of this fat panda that learned Kung Fu?
Hey, it gave us
he's retired, he's coming back, and he has to face his copycat villain who might take his secret tactics away.
The only way I'll watch this is if they do it shot for shot, an animated version of Rocky 4, and he fights an animal Ivan Drago.
Ambrose.
Hey, Hunter, correct me if I'm
about how
wrong.
many cartoon shows are of it.
Hey, you guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they do
160 episodes?
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Didn't they do a death battle with him and Iron Fist and he won?
Yes.
Okay, I thought they did. Okay.
Yeah, but you all know.
But Danny Rand sucks.
Hey,
Kung Fu Panda won against Iron Fist in a death battle?
Yeah.
Screw Attack?
Kung Fu Panda.
I don't know why anybody takes Screw Attack as fact, though.
You can't take it seriously. You take it with a grain of salt, but...
Okay, Screw Attack is the mainstream has been promoting death battles, so just...
Me and Shaw has
deal with that's how that is.
Me and Shaw has debunked so many of these death battles. When they did the one with Bruce Wayne versus Tony Stark, that was some bullshit.
Yeah, I just want to say this: anything that Jack Black is doing now, that's taking away from me getting Brutal Legend 2. I'm a fan of.
I gotta give Jack Black credit because he's just living his best life. He's just doing his own thing.
But he can at least give me Brutal Legend 2 in the meantime.
Right.
I swear to God, being in the creative department in Hollywood is the biggest grift. It really is. Hey, what are we gonna do? Hey, how about I don't know. Let's go to lunch. Kung Fu Panda 4.
Doesn't he voice Kung Fu Panda?
Say what?
Doesn't Jack Black voice Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
Yes.
He does.
We're talking about him. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. Well, then, he's been busy in the TV shows and the 4 movies.
Yes.
But man, I get where Ambrose is coming from because
it's getting longer.
Seriously, being creative. I'm broke, and there's guys sitting I want lunch. Let's do Kung Fu Panda 4. Green light it. We're done.
If the last 3, here's the thing though, if the last 3 have made enough money, of course they're gonna make a 4th one. That's how it's how business works.
Thanks for explaining to me how sequels work, Tyler.
I'm like,
God,
oh,
man.
God,
Well, I
you're
mean,
like, why are they doing this? What the fuck? Easy,
well,
like-
I mean, and then here's the thing, and then you're gonna have Blizzard coming behind that and say, remember Mr. Pandaria? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do an add-on expansion to that. Call it Mr. Pandaria 2, and there we are again.
All right, so what's next up?
There was a Moana 2 teaser.
yeah, that blew my mind that they're doing that.
Starring
Moana
Dwayne The Rock
with
Johnson.
Oceana
It
would be
comes
kind
out
of
this
cool.
year, doesn't it?
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Wait a minute. There's a Moana too.
Yeah, it's coming out this year. I think.
Yes, it's coming out.
Okay,
It
and now
doesn't
there's
make
a
Takes the
Moana
adventures
live
of
action.
Oceana
No,
and goes to, I think, is it near Australia?
And bros is like, what?
But isn't there going to be a live action? They made this big deal like a year and a half ago about a live action Moana.
The
What
Rock
happened to that?
That too.
yelling random shit, and they just know everyone just like put him in the corner, let him keep saying whatever he wants to say. No one needs to actually acknowledge him.
What was he talking about?
What did you
Anyway,
say, Tyler?
When that came out about the live action, that was from The Rock. The Rock said he wanted to do the live action stuff, and I
Oh,
was joking that I was saying that like The Rock was just saying a bunch of random people were like, just let him say whatever he wants to do. His Black Adam movie didn't do well. Just let him keep talking. Just ignore him.
Yep, and then I had to watch him crawl back to the Fast franchise at the end of Fast 10 and be like, "You're right where you belong, motherfucker. You're not any better than this. Don't act like
Hey.
you are."
he went back to his family.
The Rock didn't do bad as Black Adam, okay? The movie wasn't as good.
I'm still waiting for my Hobbs and Shaw too.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, he has to take ownership of Black Adam not doing well because it was his production company that made the movie.
this
It
is
was
true.
his push. He controlled everything from the start. Like, he
Oh
pushed
shoot!
everything.
Well, if you
And
say it like that, it's like
And that's
because
why I say he booked it
he
like
deserves Black
WrestleMania.
Adam to fail.
And that's why I say he booked it like WrestleMania, because he didn't book it for comic book fans. He booked it like WrestleMania. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to see Henry Cavill and him going at it. Not saying that.
Sure.
But if you would have gave us Shazam, okay.
And well, I mean,
I
there's
got
the way
you.
they've already done in the animation. They gave you Shazam first, and then they gave you Superman, and then they gave you Superman and Shazam versus Black Adam. They did it already.
I'm
And I'm
saying,
trying
but
to.
if you would have done that on a movie screen, not just animation, because we've seen animation.
No, but
if
here's
you
the thing. Here's the thing. A lot of their animation stuff would be really good to bring over as live action movies into
would
their
be.
universe. But
It
they're
would be.
Yes, the
Realize-
animation is so good.
Yes,
Like
very good.
I love the entire end up expanded universe, all that stuff. Especially the movies they did.
Yes,
Flashpoint was really good.
very
What are
good.
the odds that in like 2 years, Vince McMahon is The Rock's intern?
I would love to see that.
That'd be funny. That'd be super funny.
And then
Intern.
The Rock would make fun of
Why
him
does
because
Vince
he'd be playing
McMahon
No
have to
Chance
learn
in
from The
Hell
Rock? The
about
Rock
him
can't
going
teach
on
him
lunch
nothing.
break.
He's
Particularly
going to
with
run
Rock-
out of money and he's going to need something.
particularly with the Rock sitting on the board right now. That'd be hilarious. Go ahead, Shaw. We got a few more things.
All right. We got some Mortal Kombat casting for the movie, push number 5.
Holy
Oh
crap.
my.
The fuck is this? Oh,
What's that?
God.
Kind of cool.
Stop yelling.
You know what though? That's on. You know what though? As much as we're laughing at it, I'd go see it. That's on brand and believable for Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's definitely Mortal Kombat there.
I like the first one.
Hey, at least we're not looking at him thinking he's an action figure.
True. He's a better version of The Rock, I give you that.
Yeah. Oh God.
All right. Next up, we got some Star Wars news, push number 10.
Hold on 1 second.
Star Wars ish news.
Star Wars news. I'm going to love this.
Yeah, I think they're bringing a movie.
Is it a movie strictly about pod racing? Because I want that.
No, I think they're bringing a movie to movie theaters. They're bringing one of the older movies, I think.
It's the next
Ooh, is it
Fast and
episode
Furious
8?
Star Wars crossover. It's pod racing.
Now I just want pod. Look. I think pod racing was an underserved. The pod racing community was underserved by the last couple of Star Wars films. Okay, That's all I want. I want pod racing regulations. I want
What
pod
you
race
want
built.
from Disney? They
We got
become
a pod
too
race.
big.
We got a
Yeah.
pod racing moment in the Visions.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Here's the news, guys.
Yeah. Gina Carano is suing Disney over the Mandalorian firing, and she has the backing of Elon Musk. What are your thoughts?
Oh my god, I wish I had that amount of FU money.
I wish I did too.
I just wish.
I wish I did. I honestly.
Why can't he not be relevant? Why can't Elon Musk just take over Twitter and
You got
have
so
his
much
X and
money.
SpaceX and all that?
You got so much money. You could take up somebody else's cause and it not bother you, not one single bit.
I just wish I had the money to wake up and be like, you know what? I'm going to help somebody sue Disney today.
He might not even
Again.
believe in her cause. He just look. I'm gonna give you some money. Here you go.
Again, I just want Gina Carano. I could care less whether she wins this lawsuit or not.
Elon Musk from Florida, because every time any story comes up with his name, it feels like a Florida man story.
It does.
Yeah.
Anytime
Can we
Musk's
also
name comes
see
up,
why
it's
he
like,
called Twitter X after SpaceX, which is dumb?
And then
But,
XA after that.
but go back and look at it though, guys. We'll go back and look at it though. Scarlett Johansson was successful. So maybe
From who? From
Maybe-
herself, not from Elon Musk.
I mean, she was successful. Yeah, but she was successful in terms of suing Disney, and she won. Now, granted, she did it with her own money. But she got money like that too. But
Well, yeah, she has her own merit. She's
yeah,
okay.
but she did sue him, and she did win.
if she
So-
wants to, she has to do what she wants to do. At this point, rich people have money. I don't have money. They don't do what they want. I don't give a shit.
God, I just
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
give
when
me the money
I had
back,
all that
man.
FU money.
I know, right?
Rich people do rich.
And what are you gonna do with it? Win that lawsuit of Mandalorian?
I would smite so many enemies.
He's gonna be
You know
going
what
to
you should
Bangladesh
do?
for casinos is where he's
Start
going
your
with
own
that money.
comic and see how successful it'd be.
No, I would just like, I'd just be like, oh yeah, I hated that guy. I was suing for no reason. Bam.
Yep.
Yeah,
F you,
okay,
it's
bring up
easy
frivolous
money.
lawsuit. It's more money. Isn't it better having a lawsuit as having a claim to get some money?
Nope,
That
that's
guy's
time
a-
with the court. It ain't about the money. Waste his time.
I'll invest
The money doesn't matter because I had the
I'll
money to
invest
poke
it.
for it.
I'll invest it and try to get some more money. That's what I'll try to do.
Are you gonna open
That's
up some
for me.
casinos in Bangladesh to start up?
There you
your-
go, man. Hey, look,
Exactly.
I'll be the first one over there. I'll be the first one over there.
He'll
Bangladesh.
bring a suit. He'll bring
Listen, I'm bringing the whole cast.
campaign for the Indian casinos. It's like I'm
bringing
making a
the
call to
whole
sue because to let that happen.
I'm bringing the whole cast to bring. I'm bringing everybody. I'm getting Janae. I'm getting Cal. I'm bringing everybody over Bangladesh.
You can finally do the feet pick calendar.
We can do the feet bit calendar over
You
there.
have
Feet pics, bro.
to- You're gonna have to.
Hey, y'all have
name-
fun
Hey,
with that.
if you want to do feet pics, you got to get a manicure and a pedicure. You got to get those good feet action,
See,
you know?
see, you're wasting. See, you got. I appreciate the enthusiasm with the calendar, but you're thinking small potatoes, man. You got to get your own website. You
Oh,
gotta get
dude,
your
no,
own
you don't
website
understand. We've been
going.
talking about this for a year and a half.
Hey,
We're
We've
trying
been
to
about
do
over a year and a
Hear
half.
me
with
out.
Cat
Hear me
Janae.
out now. Onlyfeet.com. You can do it.
Make it an app. Get on the foot. Your slogan: Get on the foot.
It's ain't no better. Do
Oh,
that.
hey, you could always have like someone's version, like this is the hairy toes, then this is the big feet, then this is
Hey.
the Sasquatch, Flintstone
Listen,
feet, all that
listen.
stuff.
Hey, does Toe Jam get its own section?
Damn it, Ambrose, I
No.
don't get feet pics, bro.
I don't think you want to give me
For
you
Ambrose,
can't
it's
see
called
the calendar.
Then you'll get creepy stalkers. And then there you go.
Oh man, onlyfeet.com, boy. Damn.
that casino. You're gonna have to name that casino Shaw. So you're gonna have to get his rights for his name.
Yeah, we got to buy Shaw's name. We got to buy Shaw's name for real.
Oh, Shaw, how much you worth?
How much you worth?
Don't go
Shaw?
anywhere than 10 million.
How much you want for it, Shaw?
10 million.
All comments.
I don't know. You worth like $100,000, buddy.
Let me look up and see how much my name's
Hey.
worth. Hold on, let me Google it.
Shaw said no comment. Hey,
No, hey, don't ask. I think he's saying don't ask him until his lawyer's present.
yeah, he waiting for his lawyer to come through. That's what it is.
He's gonna
He
do
waiting
this
till his lawyer
Sony deal
get
with
here. We're gonna
Disney,
find
so
out
he's-
then.
Let's see what I have in my bank account. I can give you a family pack of hot dogs and a Dr. Pepper.
Again, he's gonna Sony the deal to us like Disney. He's gonna like lease his name out to us, and
Gonna lease his name out to us for a certain percentage of the profits.
See, Shaw's Casino, Shaw Basling Casino. I don't
House of
know.
the Shaw.
Casino and Resorts. There you go. Shaw's Casino and Resorts. There you go. That'll make us some money. For real. All right, and the last piece of news. Go ahead, Shaw.
Yeah, we got some Wednesday news. Mission number 6.
Oh, Wednesday. I see what you mean.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Start filming.
Yeah, we could, see,
How can they take from season 1 to season 2? That's what I'm wondering.
Say that again.
They took the success from season 1. How are they going to put that into season 2? I feel like it's not a lot there to take from it, even though they introduced that twist at the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
The bright side is Jenna Ortega has a clear schedule. She's not doing the next Scream movie until she. So
This is
true.
All right, guys, I'm gonna finish up on one more thing, and then we can get out of here. You get one wish. What you doing? Who you picking? Hunter, I'll go with you first.
I'm gonna go with the Omnitrix because I'm immortal. Fuck everything.
Yeah.
Tyler.
I think I'm gonna go Omnitrix, honestly.
Man of culture.
And bro.
Oh, I'm gonna become a Kryptonian.
So you just want a rock to be your weakness?
Hey, I'm gonna be the greatest thing America fears, an immortal black man with a watch.
Oh, okay. I mean, you have like Humongous Thor and other transformations.
Mason, what you picking, man?
I'm gonna have to go with Dragon Ball here. Become a Saiyan. The dragon's like hypnotizing me in the picture right now. So I'm also wearing my shirt, kind of like I gotta go with a blonde character here.
He feels his hair starting to stand up already, and he's like, "Hold on, something's happening, guys! I feel it."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump on with Hunter and go with that Omnitrix.
Man, okay.
I know you want to go the OP watch so they can get you any alien, including Saiyans, Kryptonian if you want.
Here's my
but
thing.
whatever.
And here's my reason why. To become that Goku, you have to train your ass off to be that Goku. That's the first thing. Second, are we talking about current day Superman with these new upgrades in the comic that he's gotten? I mean, this fool can summon a Susanoo in certain situations.
That's a Phil Collins song.
I mean, I'm just, but he can summon a Susanoo in certain situations. And time and distance doesn't matter to this Superman. If you don't have any kryptonite, if you ain't got no red sun, no magic.
Now keep in mind, this is the man that asked me the question: would I rather be a Kryptonian or a Saiyan a few weeks ago, and was so adamant on being a Saiyan until I explained the downsides, and he still picked being a Saiyan. What does that really tell you? He really wants to be a Saiyan.
That's too much training.
No, he wants the Omnitrix so he can get the DNA sample of either one he wants, Kryptonian or Saiyan, and just become it in that watch version.
You can be either with the Omnitrix.
Hey, I watched.
Yeah, if you don't have access to the DNA, if you're not in the same universe, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah.
That'll take a minute.
But here's the thing about the Omnitrix. The Omnitrix is gonna give you the most powerful version of whatever alien's already available to you. To say what you find isn't already stronger than the Kryptonian or Saiyan anyway.
That's true. Yep.
I mean, you got Atomic X. I mean, you can't really get more powerful than that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the thing about Alien X is powerful. The problem is you got to get Alien X to agree. That's got to be 2 out of 3 to agree with you on Alien X.
Well, at one point, Ben actually got control. At one point, they gave him permission to do what he wanted.
Yep, and he got in trouble so much later on for it. He got sent to trial for it and everything. Because even though he got permission, he had to go to the council that ran the Celeste Sapiens or whatever the hell they're called. I forget.
Yeah, that was a weird in the Omnitrix.
Yeah, that was
but if I had to make an order, be the Omnitrix. If I couldn't get the Omnitrix, then I'd be Superman, and then the last would be Goku. That's a ton of training you gotta undertake to be Goku. You may age slower as a Saiyan, but man,
hard work. You can't get anywhere without it. Practice makes perfect, buddy.
But
yeah, you can if you're Superman.
Well, Superman just does what he wants because he already is beefed out.
Yeah, he didn't have to work for anything. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was just born with it. That's why I want to be a Saiyan. I can at least work for my skills.
Goku, I think Goku was around 41, 42 years old. So, in order to achieve that mastery of power that he has, it took him 42 years of training.
Well, you also got he had an extended childhood too, because he's a Saiyan.
Yeah. That's the biggest part. Versus us, you're just becoming a Saiyan. So if you're already in your 40s or already in your 40s or your 50s, by the time you level that, by the time you get that level of power, what you gonna be? The strongest senior citizen of all time?
Will's argument is, you tell me I have to go work out? Fuck that. I ain't even working out.
Will was just being lazy. I mean,
pretty much.
He just wants access to the watch where he just doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, watch. You don't need to skill nothing.
Yeah, I wanted to watch for. I wanted to watch for alternative reasons.
But can you imagine though? Just to get
the alternative for what?
Just to get the Super Saiyan Blue.
Well, I mean, the watch is going to prevent my death in any case, natural causes or not.
Well, I mean, the fail-safe, yes, but you're still going to die of natural causes. Yeah. You can still die with the watch.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Give me 10,000 years. We'll figure it out.
But old age, you could die. With old age, you could die. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's always a chance. There's always a small chance that I'll become Hunter 10,000. So.
Yeah, and you can find on your flotation skateboard and go have a merry time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going off the show, and that's where I'm sticking to it.
There's so many different versions of him.
Yeah,
all right,
I'm
you
going
guys,
off the ultimate alien version. That's it.
This has been a very good show. I want to say thank you, Mason, for coming on. You're more than welcome to come on anytime, buddy. You got my number, man.
Oh, so yeah, I'll be definitely coming back. I definitely want to argue with Tyler again.
Damn.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey, I mean, he's the one.
You were stretching a Turtles, buddy. Oh.
Tyler was in rare form tonight, boy. He talked about the Eternals. He hit us up about Cloak. He was in it. He was in his feelings about the Eternals, boy.
Hey, Cloak and Dagger was what you were deeming. I agree with that, but
Cloak and Dagger.
I don't know. Totals, you were stretching up more than Cloak and Dagger, buddy.
I like Black Knight. What can I say?
Black Knight was
Black Knight's a
you were hyping up Eternals, and then you had your Black Knight.
Black Knight comic. He's great.
He said,
he said it's a Black Knight. Eternals is the only thing they did is they had a Black Knight Easter egg, and then went to Black Knight. I would expect you a lot more than just kept trying to bring back Eternals.
I had to check to be sure we were safe on FCC Airways. He said blue balls. I had to check to be sure we were safe.
Yeah, it's it's usually me you have to tell to shut up.
If I knew he was going to, if I knew that he was going to say that, I had no idea he was going to say that.
Well, he didn't say the M word.
Yeah, that was. Oh,
gosh. Everyone knows it's over when you say the M word on the radio.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the M word?
We'll tell you later.
No, it's more. No, you can say this is a joke. You can't say moron on the radio.
Oh, really?
You can?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I'm in radio now. Oh no.
Yeah, you probably can. I don't think anybody cares anymore.
I was like, I just got hired in radio this week.
Because if I know Tyler was going to say that, I just would have did that. I didn't know I was coming. I just would. I would have just done that, and everybody would have been straight.
Oh, you have to put we talked about this. You got to put the text box over my mouth, though. You got to get that.
So was blue balls allowed, or was just?
It's allowed.
All right. Instead of the text box, put a DVD cover of Eternals over his mouth.
Yeah, exactly. He's the failed attempt while Eternals didn't succeed.
Wasn't there a
Oh my
Superman
gosh.
poster in Eternals? I think
So
there's
what?
I think there's a Superman poster on the wall in one of the bedrooms they go into in Eternals.
Oh my god.
It makes sense. Oh god, that movie was so bad.
It was a DC. It was a DC production all along.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's the true villain.
Written and directed by Zack Snyder.
Read about Zack Snyder.
Like DC is really good for standalone, but I think they just of decades of movies with Superman and Batman, respectively, I think they just lost their touch.
Yeah.
Or they don't know how to get it back together.
All right, let's go ahead and go around the room and update on social medias, where you are, what you're doing, what podcast you're doing. Mason, I'll start with you. Go ahead and get us caught up. Where can we find you on social media?
Gotcha. You can find me at MCMA Podcast. So that's at MCANIMEPODCAST. That's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and some versions of TikTok and YouTube.
All right. Then we'll go over to Ambrose real quick. Ambrose, what you doing this week, buddy?
I just wrapped up an article I published today on the direction Marvel should go in. You can find it at geeknewsnow.net. Pretty much I just go over what Marvel needs to do. Fire Kevin Feige. So you could read that if you want. And pretty much, if there's room for me, I'll do the Super Bowl recap on the Sports Report with you on Monday.
Of course.
I'll be back here again next week at 10. I'm pretty much just doing my thing because I blew my knee out again. I'm out of work, so I'm just going to be typing my articles and going where needed in the podcast land. So,
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, that's life. At least that's what they say. Riding high in April and you're shot down in May.
Well, you'll be in the podcast airways, so you get to enjoy some of that. There you go.
Yeah. You know what's not in the podcast airwaves?
What?
The Eternals.
Exactly. No Black Knight for you.
I think Eternals made more than your shot out knee. I mean, I'm just saying.
Damn.
My shot out knee.
Doesn't matter what they made, buddy.
My shot
Any
out knee
movie
is
at
more
least
useful than
breaks
the
enough.
Eternals.
Shaw, what you got going on this week, buddy?
All I'm doing is rewatching the remaining episodes of Gurren Lagann, and that's it.
Ooh.
How far are you?
Go.
How far are you?
Just hit the time skip.
Okay,
I'm
so in the second half.
Man, you're in the
gonna have to join you
interesting
on
area.
that.
Are you gonna watch the movies after the 2 movies that came out? Basically recap the entire show.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Because I think they're still pushing, aren't they? Supposedly next year going to do a new movie, aren't they?
I did not know that.
As far as I'm aware, they were because the anniversary is coming up here another year or 2, I think, and so they wanted to do a new movie with everyone.
That'd be cool.
At least that's what I heard.
Hunter, what are you doing this week, my friend?
My schedule's been wide ass open. I got nothing else to do. I think I'm gonna go on Netflix and start watching Monster. Everybody says you should watch it. It's one of the best animes of all time.
Let's go, One Piece.
I'm gonna have to join you on that one too.
Yeah, and if I do watch One Piece, I'll get back to you one eternity later. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're all right. I mean, I'm only updated on the show, so and the live action.
Eternity later. Yeah. What you got going on, Tyler? What you doing this week, buddy?
Oh, I started my new job, so always fun with
Congrats,
all that.
man.
Thank you. There's so much to learn there. But other than that, I am actually been rewatching the X-Men animated series because I wanted to get hyped up for obviously the continuation this year. So I've just entered season 2 of that. So I'm having a good time.
Are you going to do Evolution afterwards?
I'm actually contemplating, even though Evolution's not going to be part of that, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Speaking of shows coming up this week, Resident Alien season premiere debut.
Oh.
Don't be disrespecting. Don't be disrespecting Evolution. Evolution was good.
No, I
Awesome.
like Evolution. I just mean like it's not going to be canon.
It won't be part of that timeline, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Evolution was good.
I think for
really
me,
good.
I'm just going to do some more episodes. I think trading card games for one. Then I have some other interviews for 2 other guests and I think another show. So I'll be busy.
Okay.
Real quick.
Sean knows I'm working on a possibility of maybe bringing my old podcast back. Possibly, we'll see if that.
We all better be a guest. We all.
Oh,
better
yeah.
be a guest.
Of course, yeah.
I better be there.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a
gonna be
debate.
there.
We're gonna throw some hands.
We send all the Power World people after you.
What, you mean all the Power World fans?
The Power World fans, all at the top.
Power World's fun. Power World's great.
Yeah. I'm totally not being held at gunpoint by a lift monk.
All right, you
I've
guys.
already
that's
captured
when-
enough humans and sold them. I've already done all that fun stuff. There you
Oh
go.
yeah. I'm thinking about doing a humans only run of Power World. So
that would be hard, but I'd be
Oh
able
my
to do that.
goodness. All right, you guys. If there is nothing more, I want to say thank you for everybody tuning in this extended edition of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. We haven't been this long. We haven't gone this long in a very long time. So I want to say thank you guys for coming out. I do appreciate it. Thank you for everybody in TV land. We do appreciate you as well for tuning in, and we'll see you same back time, same back place right here on the Geek Gauntlet podcast. Everybody have a great week. Have a safe week, and take care.